Possible or eventual? What's the difference? Hi there. Today, we've got a really good pair of words that are going to help you tremendously if you're doing a language exam because it'll help you demonstrate how well you can describe theoretical or future situations. Today, we're going to take a look at the differences between the words possible and eventual. At the intermediate level or above, learners are expected to be able to speculate about different things or describe events in the future. So think of situations like second conditional, third conditional, where you're debating possible outcomes, talking about things that might or could happen, or debating the results of those actions. And this is why a pair of words like these two, sometimes give speakers of French trouble. So let's look at the difference. Possible in English is an adjective, and it's close to that idea of may or might, in that the result isn't guaranteed but could happen. Think of it as the opposite of unlikely or unthinkable. It means that it's able to be done, to be achieved, or able to exist. Okay? But the result is not guaranteed. It might happen, but it's not a guaranteed outcome. And you see it used all the time with verbs in all the tenses, the past, the present, and the future. Eventual, on the other hand, describes a future result, means happening or existing at a later time or at the end, especially, ding, 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 after a lot of effort or problems. And this is an important distinction. Where possible can be used in the past, present, and future, eventual has the idea of one action happening after another action or circumstance. You can use it in the past to talk about difficult situations, but the key part of the idea is that problems or hard work were involved in making the thing happen. That's why eventually in English is not the same as éventuellement in French or éventuel. Éventuel in French describes something that depends on circumstances for it to happen. That's why it's closer to the idea of possible than eventually. So let's take a look at some of the examples that can show how the difference between these two words work. Possible. A severe storm is possible tonight. Or it's possible that Tina might get promoted before she retires. Okay? In these examples, neither of the situations is guaranteed. We have an idea that the circumstances could change, so it's one thing that might happen, but it's not guaranteed. Now compare this to eventual. Though the Czechs were predicted to win Though the Czechs were predicted to win the tournament, the Swedish team were the eventual winners. So there's that idea of sports, tournament, difficulty. Again, not guaranteed, but not guaranteed because of the amount of effort or work that's involved. Same as the project budget has been revised several times, and its eventual price tag is expected to go over $50 billion. There's a lot of idea of work, of complications, of things that might not go right that are going to inflate the cost of that project. So that's what the difference is between possible and eventual. And as always, if you have any questions or any doubts about anything, or you would like to get in touch, don't hesitate to send me an email at detuatualearning@gmail.com or get in touch with me through the Instagram account, which is Your Lang Teacher on Instagram. Thanks very much and talk to you next time.